Welcome back! We're gonna try to do this again, and I'm gonna attempt to do a story time, so stay tuned to see if it works out and makes it to the internet, because I'm an idiot and can't talk to people or a camera, so let's try this. So today's story is gonna be really fast and like to the point, because I don't want to be one of those people that tries to add stuff to it that didn't happen, so I personally love story times, and I feel like no one posts them anymore. So there has to be people like me that want to watch story times and monthly favorites, all that good shit, you know. And yeah, let's do this. If you like my videos, which no one probably will because I'm awkward as fuck and I'm a mess, but if you do happen to like them, you should subscribe and follow me on Instagram, since that's really the only else thing I do. But yeah, instead of me mumbling and going on and on about nothing, let's get into it. First, I do want to apologize for my surroundings. I'm actually filming in my dad's building, so that's why there's like random building stuff around me. Okay, now we're actually gonna do this. Okay. So, this story actually happened a few years ago, and it's weird. Before I could drive, I actually used to walk around our town like all the time. Like if I needed to go to the store or buy something or like see people, I would walk around because I didn't have a car. So this was a summer day. I was wearing sandals, shorts, you know, summer clothes, and I walked to the grocery store. That's about 5 minutes away from my house. It's really not itchy. It's really not that far at all. I actually don't think there was a reason for me to go to the grocery store. I think I just like was bored and wanted to go. So yeah, I walked to the grocery store, and there is a bank right here, and then a gas station behind the bank. I can't talk. Okay, and then the main road, and then the grocery store. I don't remember why, but I know like as I'm finally there, I decided I don't want to fucking go anymore. So I went to turn around and go back home, which again is like a 5-minute walk, longer if I'm going slow, which I walk slow. So as I turned around to walk home, this huge truck cuts me off. I don't think you understand how fucking scary that is to a 17-year-old. I literally thought I was gonna get kidnapped or killed. Or both, you know, like you don't fucking know. It scared the hell out of me. So I'm just standing there like a fucking idiot, and this guy rolls down his window in his big huge truck, and you wanna know what he said to me?
This man says, I saw the arch of your foot from a mile away. Who fucking says that?
So little 17-year-old me was just like, thanks. What do you say to that? Like, what do you say? I've never had someone like cut me off in the middle of the road just to like tell me they liked my feet. Like, my stupid pop socket keeps falling off. But we stood there awkwardly for a minute, and then he asked me like, do you live close? Do you want to ride home? And I like grew up, you know, listening about stranger danger, so I was really smart, and I obviously told him.
I said yes, like a fucking idiot. Don't get in the car with strangers.
So yeah, I got in the truck with this stranger, and I was really smart in the point, at least I didn't let him drop me off at my house, but it was still really stupid of me to get in the car with him. Don't get in the car with a stranger. Like, just don't do it. Like, I don't know what went through my head in that moment other than you're tired, it's hot, you don't want to walk. Thank God it was like a 2-minute ride to my house, maybe less than that, like driving distance, but on the way there, he told me he meets these girls in the town like several times a week and takes pictures of their feet, massages their feet, and he pays them like $300. That's when my idiot brain was like, I like money, like, maybe. So as we're pulling up to my neighbor's house, he's like, hey, like, why don't you give me your number? Like, we can meet up, like, you can take pictures, and that's it. I'll pay you, like, that's it. So what do you think I do? Let's take a moment and think about it. Do you think I was smart and was like, no, Jess, you shouldn't give this stranger your number. You're 17. He's an older man. Like, what are you doing? No. I gave him my number. And I saved him in my phone as, like, let's call him Bob. I saved him as Bob the Foot Guy. Yeah, that was pretty good. So we say goodbye, and he literally texts me immediately. He's like, hey, like, do you want to meet up this week? Like, I'll pay you. And we talked back and forth for like an hour until things got a little weirder. Like, it turned from like, hey, just pictures, massages, maybe, to... He said, I'll pay you extra if you get naked. Like, if you take your clothes off. And that's when I was like, I don't know about this man. Like, that's a little much. And he said, but I won't touch you. There's nothing sexual about this, but really? We actually talked for a few more days, and I considered meeting him and doing pictures for my feet and getting paid for it until, like, I decided to grow a brain, and I just never responded again. He texted me a few more times, but I never responded, and that's it. That's the end of the story. There's not really a good ending. I'm sorry. That's it. It was just a weird fucking thing that happened. The stranger cut me off and told me he liked my feet and saw them from a mile away, and that's a little weird, you know, and an interesting story, and I probably sucked at telling it, but that's what happened, and yeah, I wish I had a better ending to give you. I guess the moral of the story, if there is one, is don't get in the fucking car with strangers. Don't talk to strangers. Don't give strangers your number. Don't talk to strangers. Yeah. I was a stupid kid. I have a lot of really crazy stories. Some things I'm not sure if I should put on the internet, but maybe the dumb shit that's happened to me might help someone else not do those things. And hopefully I get better at telling stories and being less awkward. And my pop socket keeps falling off, so that's great. But yeah, that's the end of the story, and I hope if anyone watches it's slightly enjoyable. I'm sorry I'm a mess today and every day, and I hope I get better at this. I don't know. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye!